Carl was playing basketball one summer day when he felt a headache coming on. He ignored it and kept playing, but eventually the headache got worse and he began feeling dizzy and nauseated. His buddy Tim finally told Carl to sit down in the shade and noted that Carl was bright red and no longer sweating despite the heat. Once Carl began showing signs of confusion and had difficulty breathing, Tim called 911 and Carl was rushed to the hospital and diagnosed with heat stroke. What happened to Carl? What is heat stroke? Well, as you already know, the body's normal temperature is around 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat stroke occurs when the body's core temperature rises above 104 degrees Fahrenheit. In children, the threshold is 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and the body's normal cooling mechanisms, like sweating, become ineffective. Additionally, this temperature change is also usually accompanied by mental confusion or cognitive impairment. In fact, heat stroke is the most severe of heat-related illnesses and should be treated as a medical emergency. Carl's friends were right to call for help. In Carl's case, his heat stroke was aided by physical exertion and hot temperatures, but heat stroke can also occur at rest if the brain fails to properly regulate body temperature. This happens more in elderly patients. Heat stroke is serious because the body's organs aren't accustomed to functioning at such high temperatures. If someone is having a heat stroke, it's critical to get them treatment as soon as possible, because the likelihood of permanent damage increases the longer their body is at such a high core temperature. So how is someone with heat stroke treated? With Carl, the paramedics began trying to cool him down as soon as he was in the ambulance. This involved getting him into a cold place, out of the sun, and they wrapped him with damp cloths, although damp sheets worked too. Finally, they put ice packs in his armpits and on his neck. Other treatment options may include putting an ice pack near the groin or even misting someone with water while keeping a fan on them. Heat stroke is usually surmountable if treatment occurs quickly, though recovery times vary with each individual based on the timing and effectiveness of their treatment. With quick treatment, initial recovery, usually under supervision in a hospital, can be as quick as 1 to 2 days. However, lingering effects may last anywhere from 2 months to an entire year. Once a person has experienced a heat stroke, they will become more sensitive to high temperatures and more likely to experience additional heat strokes without proper precaution. Permanent damage is rare, but if treatment for a heat stroke was delayed, there are complications that may take even longer to resolve. These complications arise from the long-term elevated body temperature experienced during a heat stroke. It may include internal organ damage, especially to the liver and kidneys, seizures, coma, miscarriage in pregnant women, heart failure, heart arrhythmia, long-term personality changes, and death. As you can see, quick treatment is key, and Carl is lucky his buddies were looking out for him and acted quickly. Summertime is a prime time to review what we know about heat stroke, a condition where the body's temperature rises above 104 degrees Fahrenheit and the body's normal cooling mechanisms, like sweating, become ineffective. Heat stroke doesn't always happen due to physical exertion, so it's smart to know the warning signs. Quick treatment is critical, as cooling the body down prevents long-term damage to internal organs. This can be done by getting a person out of the sun, misting them with water, wrapping them in damp sheets or clothes, putting a fan on them, or placing ice packs near the groin, armpits, and neck. If treatment occurs quickly, immediate recovery usually lasts 1 to 2 days, though a complete recovery may take up to a year, and the patient will likely be more prone to future heat strokes if they aren't careful.